I am glad to welcome everyone to the YouTube channel, Astrology of Love. Here we will analyze all aspects of astrology related to building relationships with yourself and partners. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe and like it. And if someone has a desire to support the channel, a link to Boosty Analog Patreon in the description of the video. There you can also order the most detailed horoscope for you or for your loved one. That's it. We're getting started. Enjoy watching. Mercury in Gemini. You have a very lively, flexible mind. Are charming and easily find a common language with literally anyone in life. The most important thing for you is variety and the continuous exchange of ideas, and you quickly get tired of repeating the same thing thanks to your sociability and breadth of interests. You are always up to date with the latest developments. You can jump from one idea to another with ease and agility. Gymnast. Emerson once said, "Constancy is the lot of mediocre minds," by author. These lines could have been you too. If Emerson hadn't been ahead of you, you always reserve the right to change your decision. Why stick to something that's no longer interesting? Your curiosity is at the heart of your greatest virtues. Be open, unbiased, and objective. A keen interest in other people's opinions and a wide range of hobbies make you a great conversationalist if you are able not to get distracted and not lose the thread of the conversation. Your mind is like a branching tree, and the same image is appropriate to describe your way of learning. You usually read several books at once, not to mention newspapers and magazines. All this, as a rule, is collected in a pile and always at hand. Others think of it as a mess, and you think of it as your information nest. On rare occasions, you may feel guilty for not having a particular interest, but it's not in your nature to feel sorry for yourself. You are a master at compiling various ideas, and it is natural for you to be a bit of an amateur. Weak points. Excessive, uncontrolled openness to the present moment sometimes leads you to waste your intellectual energy. Your effectiveness in any field depends on how efficiently you move from one idea to another. If you can't finish one project successfully and on time before you start a new one, you start falling behind everywhere. This is often the case when you drop a project at the wrong time and then find it very difficult to get back to where you left off. It's perfectly normal for you to do several things at once. Moreover, you get pleasure from it. But here it is important to finish what you started and not to grab onto one thing, then another. And if life itself already seems like a mess to you, then it's time to learn concentration, focus on a particular project or idea. And don't get distracted by other things until you achieve your significant result. Your curiosity is both a contribution to the relationship and a great responsibility. On the one hand, you are constantly coming up with something new. It is interesting to talk to you. On the other hand, your endless throwing can be tiring. Without the discipline of the mind, your very flighty nature can lead to shallow relationships. You are born to adapt well. Add depth to your thoughts, and then there will be more wisdom in your knowledge. People with Mercury in Gemini. How do I understand them? These people are always lively, smart, and open to new ideas. Their strong point is communication. Even if you have absolutely nothing to say, they will give you a lot of ideas. They have an incredibly broad outlook and will be interested in absolutely everything you offer. They are fascinated by the process of connecting ideas, people, and situations, often as walk-in encyclopedias. They like to communicate freely with the widest possible range of people. So, in a close relationship with these psychological equilibrists, you will have to leave the possessive mood. People who have Mercury in Gemini make you doubt your reliability. Their speeches can be very ornate, so it is not necessary to understand each of their sayings as the ultimate truth. Sometimes they talk just to keep their mouths open. Their attention is as light and changeable as a spring breeze. Leave them the right to change their decision. They will definitely use it. If you want to learn more about your sign and about the sign of your loved one, you can purchase a detailed analysis of your natal chart at the link in the description. You can also find a shortened example of a detailed description at the link in the description and get acquainted with it. Thank you for watching and supporting the channel.